Alright, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Bountiful. We're at 1748 Country Springs Drive. And we have the camera pushed out 115 feet basically. We're not yet to the city connection. You'll see there's some running water and actually some standing water. So there is water draining right now, but you never want to see standing water where the camera is going under the water line. That's how it should look. Running water is fine, but you don't want it to be covering the actual camera head. And so you might notice some spots here that are going underwater, and that's a sign that the line is flat. When a line's flat, you can get buildup where grease can settle or waste can get stuck, and then it can create a blockage where it backs up towards the house. So I'm going to be paying attention to how much standing water we're actually seeing. Hopefully we don't see any more. So starting to see some there, 104 feet out. Not very long. So just a splash right there. I didn't make it to the city line, and so there is more line that we're not able to see. I am accessing it through a clean out in the mechanical room, and it's a pretty small drain. I can usually get out a little further when I go through a full-size access point, but I didn't find a full-size access point here. It's very possible that there's one hidden behind furniture or somewhere else in the basement, but I didn't find it. This is PVC pipe, similar to what they use on most new construction. There we go, starting to go underwater there, pretty bad. Several spots that I've gone underwater, but none of them have been very long. The longer a belly is, the more concerning it is, and the more issues it can cause. Not a ton of buildup in this line. I mean, certainly not ideal that we saw a couple of spots holding water, but it's far from the worst that I've seen. I would be curious how much of this line, if any of it, is covered by the HOA. In many cases, it's your responsibility until it hits the shared line out in the street. Sometimes there might be another line that ties in, like maybe 10 or 15 feet before this point. I saw a hole in the top of the pipe, and that's either another line feeding in, or, and probably more likely, it's a clean out outside. And so I do think there's probably a clean out out there, but sometimes they're cut off or buried, or just hiding somewhere under a plant. This is ABS. This is what they use inside the house. One issue with ABS is that the glue joints can crack, and then you can get small leaks inside the house. I didn't notice any here, but over time that is one thing that can happen with ABS.